What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mamaprenuer Podcast. I am your host, Fabulous Robin. I'm just going to put that on my driver's license. We just asked, can we get that on our license? The Fabulous Robin, okay? Welcome to episode 53. Shout out to Kesha Cash, head of Power Team. I love to give her flowers and her shouts out every episode, always showing gratitude for giving me an opportunity to be before you tonight for tonight's podcast. So thank you, Kesha Cash. Before I get to my amazing guest, I got some fabulous ladies here tonight. Can't wait for you all to hear all about them and all the great things that they're doing. So before I get to them, you audience members, you already know what to do. I always put you guys to work before we even get started. And so tonight is no different. So first things first, this show is growing and it's growing to all parts of the country, parts of the world. And so I want to know where you're listening or watching from. Post that in the comments. Where are you tuning in from? I would love to know where you're tuning in from. All right. So that's first things first. That's the first thing on your to-do list to do. Next, share tonight's live because I always do some type of giveaway of some sort, but you must share tonight's live and type hashtag Mamaprenuer in the comments. And I will do a drawing shortly after tonight's broadcast. So make sure you're sharing. You never know who this episode may bless. So make sure that you are tuned in as well, but make sure you're sharing. Sharing is caring. All right. And lastly, if you are an entrepreneur in the audience, this platform stemmed from networking, from a networking event. So we're going to network in the chat. All right. So if you're an entrepreneur, type in your business name, your website, social media, whatever. And let's network in the comments. Okay. I always say you never know where your next collaborator, client, or investor will come from unless you put it out there. So you never know who's watching. So make sure you type in that business info. So long story short, share the live. Tell us where you're from. And if you're an entrepreneur, let's network in the chat. All right. Share. Okay. I always like sometimes to give a brief description of the show and why the show exists. This show pretty much stemmed from me going to a networking event back in 2020. And not only going to a networking event, I knew no one in the room. And lo and behold, Kesha Cash was there. And I want a drawing to come on to her platform to talk about what I do. Again, I went to an event where I knew no one. Thank you for my sound effects, girl. But I did something that I was uncomfortable doing, and that was going somewhere where I didn't know nobody. And so she saw it in me that I would be a great fit to be a podcast host. And so I said, I'm going to pay it forward and give female-owned businesses a platform for them to promote themselves and get more exposure for themselves. We are now almost 2.5 years old. And again, tonight is episode 53. So if you're out there, you're an entrepreneur and you're afraid to do something right now, you're afraid to start that business, you're afraid to take it a step further in your current business, just do it. Do it scared. Because the people that are here tonight probably don't believe me, but I get a little nervous every episode. But y'all not going to know it. You're not going to see it. You can't see it right now. But anyway, I love what I do. And I love that I get to come here every second and fourth Thursday and not only talk about entrepreneurship, but be able to bring on some amazing guests. So here we are. So that is the premise of this show. Before I get to my girls, I am going to go over a few announcements. So first things first, make sure you subscribe to the Mamaprenuer Podcast YouTube channel. So if you're on YouTube right now, I need you to go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook right now, wait till the show over and then just hop on over to YouTube and make sure that you subscribe. The show is live streamed there, and I'm also posting stuff and updates and all the things. So make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Next, have you been to the Mamaprenuer Podcast website? Have you ordered your merch? You get to see previous episodes, updated episodes, what's coming up next. But furthermore, you get to get you some merch. So I got some shirts on the site. And then also, the mugs are not on there yet, but I got mugs. What's the tea? All right. What's in your cup? All right. I'm going to make y'all see it. There we go. Mugs are $15. If you are interested in a mug, what you can see of it, Jesus, let me know. DM me at Mamaprenuer Podcast, and let's get you a mug ordered, okay? I'm not going to judge what's in your cup. What's in your cup is your cup, your business. All right? Get your mugs today. All righty. Next, if you are a female entrepreneur out there and you're looking for a little community, some girlfriends that are in business, join the Mamaprenuer Tribe. It is my Facebook group that I started last year, filled with almost 300 ladies from all over the country. And it's a great way to network. It's a great way to connect. And, you can promote your businesses on there, any events you have going on. My group is not that group. As long as you're a female business owner, that's all I care about. And Mamaprenuer Tribe on Facebook. And let me know if you're interested, and I will add you to the group. All right. Next, booking spots for early 2024. So if you are a business owner, female or male, because I am doing a males only episode in 2024. If you are wanting more exposure and growth for your business on another platform besides what you normally do, come on to the Mamaprenuer Podcast. I would love to have you on. So if you want to know more about how to get on this platform, shoot me a DM. I'd be happy to give you more information on how you can become a guest on the Mamaprenuer platform. Would love to have you. So now booking for early 2024 and booking as well for sponsorships for the podcast for the rest of the year. So if you want to sponsor an episode, please shoot me a DM as well at Mamaprenuer Podcast. I would love to give you more information. Okay. All righty. Last but not least, I am hosting a webinar on October 4th about personal and professional branding. Haven't posted it yet, but it will be posted soon. It's going to be October 4th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so if you're wanting to grow and elevate your brand personally and professionally, please shoot me a DM so I can provide you next steps with that webinar. So that is October 4th at 7 p.m. Central Time. Shoot me a email, robin@mamaprenuerpodcast.com, and I will provide more details with that webinar and next steps. So hope to have you there. Okay. Before I get to my fabulous ladies, because they're fabulous, I got a quick discussion topic tonight. It's gonna a little preview of what I'm going to be talking about on October 4th. And it's 5 tips on how to elevate your brand messaging in your business. Brand messaging is very important in your business. A lot of times you'll hear people say, get on social media, promote. Or, be consistent in your promotion for your business on social media or whatever. But with your brand, you have to be very, very clear. So first things first, understand who your target audience is. Everybody and their mama is not your target audience. So you got to know who you're talking to. Otherwise, what you're promoting and putting out there is just going to deaf ears. Just people just seeing it and they're not converting over to paying customers. Okay. So understanding who your target audience is, that's first things first, okay, on how to elevate your brand messaging through your business, okay? Next, what sets you apart from your competitors? Just about every field out there is saturated, but what's going to make you stand out of all the saturation? I'll give a good example. I'm a hairstylist. I've been in the business 25 years. I'm now transitioning into coaching and consulting other salon suite business owners on how to grow their business. There's a bunch of coaches out there, but I have to do what it takes to make me stand out for people to want to come to me. And that's where know, like, and trust comes in. They get to know me, they like me, they trust me, and they want me to be their coach. Okay. That goes with any business. All right. So what sets you apart? All right. A little something I just touched on, being consistent as far as brand messaging on across all marketing channels. So that's your website, that's your social media. If you got an email list, any other form of advertisement, being consistent with that. I tell people with social media, you can't just post one time a week and expect people to know who you are. You have to be consistent when it comes to promoting yourself, promoting your brand, and again, knowing who you're speaking to at the same time. Okay. Again, that's where that identifying that target audience, and that those are the folks that you want to talk to. Okay. All righty. And how does your brand story identify with your audience? Because your audience, everybody got a problem that they want to solve. Everyone has a pain point of some point, or fashion. And people will look at you as an entrepreneur as, okay, how can you solve my problem? And so you as the entrepreneur have to figure out those ways on how to put your brand message out there, your brand story, on how you can get potential customers to identify with what you do, and you can solve their problem for them. Okay. All right. That's all she wrote. Okay. So my first guest is the amazing Daniqua Lewis. Daniqua has an amazing apparel line, Christian apparel line, and she's going to tell you today all about the amazing thing she has going. Daniqua Lewis, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful.
Hello. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So Daniqua and I serve in ministry together. So go to the same church, all the things. And we met through ministry and just chatting it up. And she was talking about her business on a call one day. And I reached out and I was like, we got to get you on the show. I love it when I talk to people. They're like, oh, I don't know. Daniqua was one of those people like, girl, you sure? But
I was.
You made it.
And I made it. And I thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for it, just extending the invitation.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. So tell everyone about Divine Favor.
Divine Favor. Oh, my goodness. It's a Christian apparel line that I started back in 2018. And my audience are the sons and daughters of God. And I just wanted to do something to reaffirm who God has called us to be and what he says about us. Yes. And it really started for myself is that I wanted to be able to go in the store and find something that would speak to my spirit. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't find that. And because I was making and doing all these other things, I just decided, okay, Lord, well, what if I made apparel for myself that had your word on it to give me encouragement? And so when I started making it for myself, everyone was like, where did you get that from? What is that? And everything about it has been a God. From my logo, the DBL, it stands for Delivered, Blessed, and Loved by God.
All right now.
And he has been in the midst of it from the beginning.
Amazing. Talk about what kind of apparel that you have with Divine Favor. What do you
So with Divine Favor, it started with workout attire. However, I had the opportunity to design different messages, and one that God gave me, it's His Girl.
Yes.
And so I actually have one of my bags with me.
Yes.
And it shows the logo of His Girl.
That is so cute.
And so that's the front of the bag. And then, of course, on the back of the bag is the logo that has the delivered, blessed, and loved by God. And so not only in this bag, you can get the bag, you can get the sweatshirt and the hoodie, but you can also get a blanket. And I cover up on my weakest days in my blanket. And it reminds me that I am His girl. God goes before me, He stands with me, and He goes behind me. So it's reaffirming me in my strongest moments as well as my weakest. So there's mugs. Also, I have the iPad covers.
You gotta work. You gotta work. Hold on. Before you go any further, I love a business owner that got their logo on everything. I looked at your website when we first started talking. I said, I want, there's a hoodie I want, and we'll talk. And I said, I'm gonna really represent Daniqua when I put this hoodie on and walk out in public, because your logo, I love it when your logo is not modest. I love it. It's like out there. I'm here for it. Okay, keep going. I just had to shed light on that real quick.
No, you know what? And that was another thing that I kind of struggled with. I'm like, okay, do I put my logo on everything, or do I put it, on a few things here? And I was just like, no, you want to be able to show people where they can get something that will remind them of God's goodness and His faithfulness. Put your logo on it. Put it on the ribbon.
Yes, honey. Hey, you saw my mug. I got shirts. It's on the sleeve, biggest day.
Yes.
I'm here for it. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw a couple of hoodies. I said, I'm gonna talk to Daniqua after this show.
Yeah.
That I want, because we at some point in Dallas, Fort Worth, we're gonna see cold or cooler air at some point.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now, today it's in the hundreds, but at some point
it's coming.
We'll see a little fall weather, fallish weather. And I'm gonna need a hoodie at some point. And so,
I got you. I will match your Nikes. I will match your favorites, shades, whatever
you got. Can you do one of my sorority colors? That'd be great.
Yes, ma'am. I got you.
You got some royal blue and gold you can put together?
It.
Okay, amen.
I got you.
Okay, love it. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Daniqua. All right. I'll be back with you in a minute, girl. Okay. All right. Next, I have the amazing Shanti Vazaretti. I'm going to mess your last name up already. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Unmute. Don't get me.
You got it right.
Hallelujah. I will mess a name up. Okay. So I got to give the backstory on Shanti before we talk. So the backstory on Shanti, again, I talked about it earlier at the beginning of the show about how I went to a networking event and didn't know anyone in the room. Well, she was there when I did my very first speaking engagement back in June. And again, Shanti, you probably wouldn't notice. I was nervous as all get out. I was so scared, but y'all wasn't gonna know it. But I when it's your story, you can talk about it and it just flows. Just like I, told you guys before we went live, when it's about what you do, all that stuff goes out the window. And so I met her there. She's a realtor here in the DFW area, and just a sweet spirit when you meet her. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you are looking for a home, she is your girl. So Shanti, tell everybody about what you do and how you can service people in the DFW area.
Thank you, Robin, for the intro. It's amazing. And also, thank you very much for letting me know about your podcast and instantly pulling me onto it. I really appreciate that. Yes, I have been a realtor for the past 1.5 year. And like you were saying in the beginning of this show, it's all about solving the problems for the clients. So I work with clients who want to turn into investors. I work with clients who are first time home buyers. And I work with clients who would like to upsize or downsize their homes. Having said that, DFW is growing left and right, or leaps and
Mhm.
bounds, I would say. And you can only imagine the growth. Of course, we are seeing the fear in a lot of clients because of the interest rates, but there is a strategy which we work through, to make our clients comfortable and educate them what they are going to achieve once they buy a property.
Mhm.
Because they can not imagine, they cannot just think about the amount they are putting in today. They have to look into the return on investment, which is going to come sooner than they would even imagine. So, having said that, so far I'm blessed. I was able to work with the best clients who were able to believe in us and our service, and were able to close few homes. And we were doing the hand holding all the way through, beginning from educating them, like, which best suits their needs and their
Mhm.
requirements and their budget, of course. And landing them in the right property, which they will definitely love it.
I love that. I tell people as a real estate agent, I feel like there's many different areas where you feel like you're the counselor. I say that
Mhm.
for hairstylists. I say that for real estate agents. I say that for doctors.
Yes.
I feel like you're the counselor because you know what's best. And so you can tell them, okay, well, I don't think that may be the best fit for you,
Mhm.
blah, 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 based on your budget, whatever, you can tell them that, to kind of prevent some headache. And you're getting personal
Yes.
with each client. So you're getting really personal. That's same with hair. I said I need to get a shirt that says licensed therapist. Whole nother show. All right. Thank you, Shanti.
Absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next victim is the amazing Chauncia Jones, owner of Infinite Direction, honey. Chauncia got flowers on flowers on flowers. She is gonna showcase. She got the flowers in the background, honey. She got the flowers on top, just looking fabulous. And she is just blessing us with that amazing smile. A little bit about how we met. This year, well, the first year and a half of the show, I it was people I knew and everything that had businesses and all the things, and it was great. And they came on, they talked about themselves. But I said in 2023, I wanted to put a whole bunch of people on that did not know me from a can of paint, but they trusted me enough to put their brands out there, and they knew I wasn't a crazy person. I ain't got my marbles sometime, but I'm not, they trusted me enough to be able to promote their brands to new ears and new eyes. And Chauncia did just that. So I want to thank you, first of all, again, for your yes and trusting little old me from Dallas, Texas, to put your brand out there to new eyes and ears. So ladies and gents and ladies, Chauncia Jones.
Good evening, everyone. I am Chauncia Jones, owner, creator.
Hey, we got sound effects on this show. Okay, keep going, girl.
Okay, that's what they. Hey, I like sound effects. I am Chauncia Jones, owner, creator of Infinite Direction, and I have a career curriculum for youth ages 16 to 25. I also have a virtual learning program, a career guidance program for youth. It's an online learning program, self-paced and group coaching as well. And so the foundation of my program is just to help youth understand that, number one, the decisions that they make now will follow them for the rest of their lives. It helps them with creative thinking and critical thinking, financial literacy. I also talk about resume writing, anything workforce education you can find in the career strategies for success. That is the foundation of my program, the Infinite Dreamers program. It started with a guidebook that I created in 2022. And since then, I've been working with people, different people behind the scenes, doing pop-ups, meeting new people such as Robin, just to come on many different platforms and bring awareness to my program, to the community that I'm trying to serve, which is decision makers. If you own nonprofits, for-profits, if you are educators and you're looking to bring in a career curriculum in your school, I'm your girl. So please reach out to me at yourinfinitedirection.com.
When we talk, one of the things, yes, sir, that deserves a round of applause. Yes, honey. But when we talked and you told me about your platform, that truly is what I'm talking about, what I talked about, your brand messaging. Who is your audience? And when I told you, girl, you niched it down to the niche of the nichesness. It's not a word, but you did. And I love that. And it is at a very pivotal age that you chose to service. Yeah, they can have a business education teacher at school teach them that. But for you to provide a coaching program and all of those things to help with resume writing and all those things that you do teach, I think that is just an amazing, area to teach teenagers those things, career, services and things of that nature. And I really applaud you for that because, again, somebody guest speaker at the school can come and talk about that briefly and the student may forget. And so, but you're teaching them true life skills as they get out there into the job force, as they get out there to go to college or whatever, I admire what you're doing. That I just think it is just so cool. So for you, like how do people, how do you kind of pick who can come in? Is there a certain amount of people that can come in at once, or how does that go?
So right now what I'm doing is information sessions. I am basically gauging the need or the response or the want to participate based on the attendance from the information sessions. Okay, so if you are interested in the program, my next information session is September 16th. There, I give a breakdown of everything the program consists of, my goals, my mission, and how we can work together. I got some other little stuff in the background as far as working with different businesses for scholarship opportunities. So it's a couple of little things I got going on. So my most important thing for me right now is getting feedback from parents, homeschooling parents. That's another community that I'm targeting to see how I can make the program better and more affordable for whoever would want to participate, not just you. So I need to throw that out there too.
Are your sessions virtual or in person?
Virtual.
So people from anywhere can come and be a part of your program.
They are.
Love virtual. That. Somebody in the audience may be thinking that. That's why I wanted to kind of put that question out there. Okay, Amazeballs. I'll have you repeat it later on how people can get a hold of you and everything. Okay. All right. Thank you, Boo. You just look so fabulous, flower child. All right. Last but not least, my good buddy. I have. We've only known each other a short time, but I felt like me and Dr. Rena have known each other for years. I feel like we are just old buddies. And so I met Dr. Rena through a mutual friend at a networking event. Y'all, if you're not out here networking, get your butt out there and network and meet you some people. Again, you never know who your next client, collaborator, investor will come from. And she's on the show today. I met Rena in July. She is on the show. And so, lady of many talents, author, doctor, coach. I mean, just out here doing. And Kesha, I need you to put the close up on me real quick, so I can be a fan. Real quick. Boom. If you can see the book, Lord. Okay, come in later. It's speaking with confidence. He has a book, he's author. I'm here doing it. And so I just want to tell you how proud I am of you for just taking that leap of faith to even put a book out. How, mind-boggling that could be to say, you know what? I got all this knowledge. I'm going to put it in a book and I'm going to put it out there. And so she is really big on emotional intelligence. And so her book is called Speak with Confidence, Leveraging Emotional Intelligence to Conquer the Fear of Public Speaking. Fear of public speaking. Your podcast host today was scared to do public speaking. All right, Dr. Rena Lyons.
Okay, I'm sorry. Robin knows I'm always laughing. I can't help but laugh. But hello, everyone. Like Robin said, my name is Dr. Rena Lyons, and you are absolutely right when you say doing it scared, because I have been doing it scared since June 1st of 2023. So that's just 3 months, 4 months. Yeah, I am doing it scared. I have stepped out on faith, and I have really been booming. You are absolutely right. I did my first book. So I had my first book signing on September 9th. Very excited, was nervous to put all of my brain into this easy to read book. And I am a business psychologist. So I have about 20 years of experience in emotional intelligence. I did my dissertation on emotional intelligence. I have gone to every emotional intelligence seminar before I decided, hey, you have a 90% retention rate. Do it. You did it for your big organization. Get out here and do it for yourself. So I am the owner of REBX3 Consulting, which is a company I started back in 2020. And I have, as Robin said, narrowed down your niche, because when I first started out, I was like, okay, you're a business psychologist. What do you want to coach people, but what do you want to focus on? And my passion has always just been emotional intelligence. So basically, I tell people I help you get your emotions in check. And I help organizations as well with team dynamics, personality differences that you may experience. So I help you become self-aware, how to regulate those emotions, how to have empathy for others, which is important, and basically how to have those social skills. So those are all things that you need out here in this world to be successful, not only in your personal life, but in your professional life. So I tell people all the time, EQ can apply to anything. It can apply to your finances. It can apply to the home you buy. It can apply to dealing with teenagers. Mm-hmm. And I have 2 of them.
Jesus. Jesus. I got one.
They test my EQ all the time, but I just love it. So I could be reached at www.drrenalyons.com. Please book a consultation with me, and you will be amazed at what you didn't know about your emotions.
Love it. Love it. I just love you. And I learned most recently with emotional intelligence, just changing your mindset on things. I was like, wow, you could say all day, man, it's been hard to lose this 10 pounds, but then it's mindset. You have to change your mindset. And also, are you taking action on trying to lose that 10 pounds?
I call it just how it works, Robin.
Huh?
I call it disempowering words. When you say,
Yeah.
I should have done this, I think I can do this. And then I'm
Mhm.
that person out in the store that even if I hear a disempowering word, I'm like, hey, no, you can and you will. You got to just
Mhm.
believe in yourself. So you're absolutely right. It's that mindset shift, and you just got to focus on that positivity. Because
Mhm.
when you believe it, if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to. So you are like willing and telling yourself, hey, if you want that $1,000,000, I will have this $1,000,000 by this time. And you need
Mhm.
to write it down. You need
Yes,
to
ma'am.
claim it and be self-aware of who you are and what your capabilities are.
That's why I talk about, I didn't do it this show. I was trying to switch it up, but I do affirmations. I
Yeah.
speak them on every show. That is why. Again, I believe when you speak positive things will come. And so the more you speak on it, and that's just living proof. And if God agrees with it as well, it will happen in his timing. And so I speak affirmations every show over you all and over myself, and it's just great because I've seen it happen. I've seen the Lord make a lot of those things come to pass. Now, Lord, we still working on. Rena just said it. $1,000,000, please. If you can just make
Yes.
that
Yes.
just come on through, that'd be great. All right. Anyway, I digress. I'm serious though, Lord. Okay, his my mouth to his ears. Okay, y'all know I don't have no sense.
And we're
Anyway,
going to speak it into existence for you
that
too.
part, that part, that part. But I love everything that you're doing, Lena. You're doing a great thing, and I'm looking for more books. Okay, now that like the book want to show. You know what? All right,
Let's see
it's
if it
there. Y'all
works
know
for
the
me.
book there. Thank you, Rena. Okay, get Rena close up.
Did it
Yeah,
work?
virtual backgrounds are being haters today. It's okay,
Yeah.
We know what it is, though. We're speaking with confidence, regardless of the virtual
Yes,
background.
it's on Amazon.
I love it. So, ladies, now that I have introduced you all, you guys have talked so far about all the great things that you've been doing. I just got some roundtable discussion questions, and you guys are just gonna answer. Whoever's ready to answer the question, go. All right. So nothing too crazy. So, how do you stay motivated as an entrepreneur? Daniqua looked like she wanted to say something.
Yeah, there was some background noise. So
I
I
got
was
you.
like, "Ooh." But how do I stay motivated? Surrounding myself with like-minded people.
Okay.
That has been a great thing for myself. Just to encourage me, to remind me of what my goal as well as my purpose is. And of course, for me, prayer.
You ain't lying. Yeah. I think if we don't start, we start there more than anything, okay? It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Okay. Anyone else? How do you stay motivated?
I want to jump off of what Taniqua said because they say your network is your.
Network.
Yes, it is. It is your net worth. So you are absolutely right. Like-minded people, you are who you surround yourself with. And those are things we tell our kiddos all the time. Your
Yeah.
village is strong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
One of the things that I like to do, and it was so funny, Robert, when I came on, you was like, "Oh, well, what's your name today?" But I like to write, and I use a pen name, the Aquarian Chancellor. So some of the things that helps me stay motivated is expressing myself through creativity. And that's also one of the things that I talk about in the program. It's like, if you want to keep that kid-like energy, that childlike energy with you, it's learning how to express yourself through creative writing, painting, even with my background here, just doing stuff like that just keeps me inspired outside of the day-to-day,
Yeah.
the business aspect. Because sometimes it can get really, 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 really hectic. Okay. Even
Yeah.
with the kids, Rena. So I want to play too, So I like to do creative projects and stuff like that to keep me inspired.
You
I
almost
love
had
it.
me digress, but I'm gonna digress. Did you do the flowers in your background?
They make cute.
So I did these right here, the red one,
Ooh,
Yeah.
I
and then
love
the
it.
other ones like I picked up from what's that place? Michael's.
Mm-hmm.
And but I like to add like a little, glue gun, add a little colorful little
You
stuff
better work.
extra. Cause the thing with the red ones, it was just like this at first. And so
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
added, little gun, some little rhinestones, girl.
it's okay. You better put some pizzazz on it.
That's right.
Pizzazz. All righty. Anyone else? Did I miss a Shanti?
Yes. So every time I get a rejection, I'm more motivated than before because I learned it the hard way that every no is one step closer to an yes. So that keeps me motivated to, keep me going actually.
Absolutely. And I think especially when you're in a sales arena like what you do, or even
Yeah.
what I do now with coaching, I feel like you hear a lot of no's, but it
Hmm.
feels like when you get that first yes, then you just hear more yeses.
Yep.
And then
I
you're like, okay, I know why and you like, okay, that's why that didn't work out. You don't harp on it too much.
Yes.
It's just,
Yes.
okay, the yeses just keep coming. So, yes,
Yeah, staying positive and doing what I am supposed to be doing. That keeps me motivated every single day.
love it. And the right clients who's supposed to be in your presence, those are the ones that'll come.
Yep,
So,
yep. And always here to help. So if they recognize that, they'll automatically come to us. But when they come to us, if you provide that 100% service, end of the day, they are happy, and that gives a lot of satisfaction to us as well.
okay. All right.
Yep.
Next question. Next question. Yes. Deserve a round of applause. Yes. All right, ladies. Next question. Next quiz question. No, I'm playing. It's not a quiz, I promise. Um, besides rejection, because we can talk about rejection all day in our business. Talk about an obstacle that you've dealt with in your entrepreneurial journey and how did you overcome that obstacle? Go.
The naysayers.
All right.
Those who say they believe in you, but then behind your back, they don't want to see you succeed, and
Mhm.
building those trust and knowing who to trust. So that, I
Mm.
think, hurts more than a rejection, when you feel like you're rejected by those that you trust. So that's been a hard part for me.
Goodness.
That fool. This.
But I would like to add in there finding your voice, because I'm gonna tell you something. In this coaching community, you're
Mhm.
going to hear a lot of oh, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, and well, you said the niche thing, niching down, and everybody has these different opinions about how you're supposed to do your business, right? But for me, what I found is for me to come up with a vision and then seek out the coach that's going to help me bring that to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so finding your voice is really important because Robin, you mentioned that you're going to see it's oversaturated. You're going to see so many competitors out there. This coaching community, I'm telling you, the rough. But within
Everybody and their mama a coach today, baby. I'm like, okay, child.
okay,
Okay, what you coaching?
and,
Okay.
and even I'm gonna tell you something. It's so interesting. Even when I was first putting together my website, and you got to do the little SEO, and it was words. I wanted to use the word strategist, right? But because that word coach is so oversaturated and is overused, the SEO changed everything on my website from strategist to coach. So it's kind of difficult to even get away from it, even if you wanted to. But
Mhm.
just finding your voice in it all, knowing what's genuine to you, and then seeking out the help that's going to help you bring it to life, basically.
Gotcha. Um,
Mhm.
I Same for me. So like my niche, if you will, is salon suite professionals. So because there's all types of people in the beauty industry, and so again, my coach had to make me niche down because, honey, I was like boutique salons. I had all these in mind, and she was like, Robin, if you don't niche that down, so that's why I cracked that joke. I said, you want me to niche it down all the way to the niche of nicheness? That's what you want me to do, and so of course that's what we ended up, kind of falling, because I've worked in the salon suite arena, so I can talk on that. And there's an actual market for that. And so changing that to salon suite coach, I just added growth coach. And I'm like, all right, nobody else better not pick this now, but growth coach, but yeah. And that's why I talk about with you, what you do. I mean, I don't think I've heard of anyone that targets on that, especially that particular age range that you focus on. And so that makes you stand out. And so, yeah,
You taking on extra children.
extra children,
teenagers at that. Like,
oh Lord.
Yeah.
Difficult
age, but it's fun. They want to be talked to. They want to be coached. They need that guidance, and they actually look for it from us.
Amazing. Daniqua, you guys have anything else you want to add?
I wanted to piggyback on Miss Jones, especially when she said, setting your own vision, because everybody who comes alongside you to say, oh, I want to help, or, I can do this and I can do that. Maybe that's not the person who is in alignment with who God has for you to partner with. And I've experienced that where I'm like, oh, this sounds nice. And then I'm like, okay, let me go pray about that, because I don't want to be misled by somebody else's visions and what they see. I want to be led by the vision that God has placed in me. And so for me, that is so, so important, not being swept away by what somebody else wants to do, but staying in tune what God has already called me to do. That's big. And not being disappointed when I'm like, okay, well, that's just not the person. The right person will come along.
And my thing is, your business, your way, your apparel line, your Christian apparel line, your way, your real estate business, your way, your coaching programs, 1 and 2 here, your way. So a coach or somebody can tell you all day, Chauncey, you need to do it this way. Dr. Rena, you need to do it that way. You don't need to be talking about emotional intelligence. You need to be talking about relational intelligence. Blah, 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 blah. Your vision, your way. Your business, your way. Even with being a realtor, your business, your way. The market you want to deal with, your way. And everything else falls into place. So
I would like to add one thing here. There are a lot of realtors who discount themselves when providing the service. But even though we are new to this business, we put our foot down and we said no to it. I mean, we definitely lost few clients, but like you said, our vision, our mission, our business, our way. So we are still, we stuck to our rules that we laid for ourselves. It is hard initially, but people will come to you. I mean, I have that faith, so I am moving forward with that confidence that people will come if they really want 100% service.
That's good. That's real good. All right. Next exam question. I'm gonna mess with y'all the whole night about exams and quiz and all of the things. Give me 3 words that best describe your business. Go.
I can go.
Okay.
So my 3 things that I stand for is I can motivate my clients to go for the right things. I can negotiate on their behalf, and I'll provide the right service.
Absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, that's good. That's good. Look at you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll go next. I'll take it. So my 3 words, well, 3 phrases are achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and living a more rewarding life.
You better say that in that order. In that order. Love it. Okay.
For me, my 3 words is motivate, inspire, and positive change. Those are
Okay.
my 3 favorite words when it comes to infinite direction.
Love it. Okay.
And my 3 would be encourage, faith, and shine bright.
Yes. Just like that smile over there. You better smile, Daniqua. You better bless us with that smile tonight. So, you ladies have shared everything that you're doing in your businesses. What's next? What's next for the brand? 2023 almost over. Isn't that crazy? So, what's next?
Actually want to do a emotional intelligence retreat, not within the States, but I want to go either on a cruise or either I want to go on somebody's island and just be stress free and it just meditate, relax, and just become in tune with who I am and help other people become in tune with who they are. So that's my goal.
All right. And you need to talk to me offline so we can go ahead and set that up. You know, I'm your travel agent. Please and thank you.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Putting that out there. Okay. Anyone else? What's next?
I'm looking at building the brand that I am with now, like the Vasariti Realty Group, where, once you go on to www.Vasariti Realty Group, it should be a one-stop shop for everything that you're looking for. So I am working constantly with home insurance, lenders, and I'm also interviewing people and putting it out there. So people will have the convenience and accessibility to have the information right at one web page.
Okay. Are you just residential or residential commercial or both?
I'm only residential as of now, Robin.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. All right. Cool. Cool.
I'll go next, I guess. I guess for myself would be building my brand and also implementing and developing material and content that encourages and strengthens the believer.
I love that.
And so I'm working on some things, and I've been putting some things out there to help people in their prayer life. And
amazing.
So that's what's next for me.
I love your heart, Daniqua. Just because I know what you do at church, but I love your heart for helping others, and so amazing balls. So you let me know if you need help with any of that. You know, I'll be happy to assist. All right, come on, Flower Child.
So just like everyone else, just continue to promote the Infinite Dreamers program. Right now, I'm trying to get into the educational system, so just making connections, of course, networking.
Amen.
And been doing a little bit of podcasting myself. Robbie, you probably want to school me. Let me know when your next webinar is for
whenever you're ready. We'll talk.
Behind the scenes stuff.
We'll talk after.
Right.
I am doing another one. We'll talk.
Okay, but yeah, that's it. Just continue to push with the program and continue to try to reach as many youth, bring them in as many as possible. I would like to see the program grow. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Amazing. Now, everybody, I want everybody to go around the room and say how you can be reached and followed. Go. Daniqua. I'll start with Daniqua because I'm looking at it.
And so for my website, it's www.divine, DVINE, favor, FABOR.com. And I'm also on Instagram, and it's at Divine Favor. Yeah, there you go. Right. Divine_favor.
So head over there as soon as the podcast is over. get your hoodie, get your t-shirt, honey, get your blanket, pray over it, lay over it, whatever you need to do, child. Just go ahead and get your divine favor. You can't miss the logo. You can't miss it. Okay. Yeah. That's a plug for you to just tell people, just go get it. Yeah.
Just go and get it. Remind yourself that you are delivered, blessed, and loved by God every day of the week.
Amen. You got a girl. Wish we was in person. I high five you. All right. All righty. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rena. Okay, Shanti. Let everybody know how, if they're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and they're looking for a home, how can you be reached and followed?
Yes. So if you get onto my website, www.Vasreddy Realty Group, like the way you see it in my last name, and also my phone number is 469-233-1180. Also, you can follow me on Facebook at Shanti Vasreddy or Vasreddy Realty Group. And I have Instagram, which goes with Vasreddy Realty Group again. Same with TikTok. So you can be, I can be reached in any social media at this point.
You everywhere, girl. My joke for the show, I was joking that we would be in space because we was everywhere. And so Shanti, same situation. She's everywhere. She's outside. If you want a house, please reach out to her. She got you. All right. Shantia.
You can reach me at www.yourinfinitedirection.com, and it gives you basically an introduction of who I am in my program. If you're on IG, you can reach me at Your Infinite Direction, and it's the same handle for TikTok.
Amazing. Now, what was I going to ask? Oh, God. After September 16th, I think this week, 19th, what other days do you have available for a group? So if anybody is considering coming in, do you have another date after that in mind, or?
I'll have to look at my calendar because I am still doing the people's work. So
okay, got it. Oh God!
But I keep the website updated.
You do.
Oh
God!
And follow my IG. I also post it on IG too.
I'm gonna use that. Okay. All righty, Dr. Rena in the house. How you can be reached? How can they follow you?
At www.drrenalions.com and go there and sign up for your free 52 weeks of emotional intelligence, because I do talk about meditation and affirmations one of those weeks. Or I can be reached on Instagram at Dr. Rena Lyons.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming on tonight. It was such an amazing show. Got to know a little bit about you and your brands and all the things. Thank you all so much. And before we close out, a couple of reminders. Make sure you're sharing tonight's live broadcast so you can get entered into the drawing for some free goodies. So you like free stuff, so you might as well go ahead and share it. Hashtag Mamaprenuer in the comments. And I'll be doing the drawing shortly after tonight's broadcast. And I'll reach out to my winners once I am done. Also, make sure, last reminder, go get your merch. Mamaprenuerpodcast.com for your shirts, or you can get your mug with me directly. Reach out to me at Mamaprenuer Podcast on Facebook for your mug. Again, your mug, your way. Ain't gonna ask you what's in your cup. All right. Anyway, also now booking for early 2024. So for the podcast. So if you are interested in being interviewed on the podcast for 2024, please reach out to me. 2023 is already booked up. So hop on this 2024 bandwagon. All right. And don't forget, I am hosting a webinar about personal and professional branding on October 4th. It is virtual, October 4th at 7 p.m. There will be limited seats. So this is your cue right now to hop over to my email, robin@mamaprenuerpodcast.com, so I can provide more info. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in to the Mamaprenuer Podcast, episode 53. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks as I introduce you all to more fabulous entrepreneurs. Y'all have a great night.